Street Sharks. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's a good way to start.
So yeah, we watched The Fury of Firestorm.
It's already a tons better than the last episode.
Yeah. It all starts out with a flashback. 2 years ago, some football player won a football game.
Yeah, he won a football game, and everybody's congratulating him.
And then that stupid particle accelerator blew up.
Yeah, it blew him up, and he went to save some guy in crutches, and he got hit with all the radiation. Yeah, fine, okay.
Obvious setup for the metahuman of the episode.
Yep.
So, meanwhile, in the plot proper, I should say, Stein is turning into Sweet Tooth because his hair keeps catching on fire.
Yeah, apparently Stein is destabilizing. He's going all
But it's good because tachyons will save the day.
Yeah, the tachyon will stabilize him, but it only has an X number of juice and it's running out quick. So, they do a Tinder for metahumans?
Yeah, they're looking for another metahuman to merge with Stein, and why not, you know?
Yeah. How bad could that happen?
Hey, does anyone want to merge with this old guy? You'll get to fly.
Yeah, no kidding. So they find two people, and
yeah, they find a couple of people, but before we get into that,
oh boy,
we have plot B.
Yep.
Where Patty Spivot returns and is annoying as ever.
And she's also a detective now.
Yeah, she's a detective.
So that means they're not going to kill her off, sadly.
Yeah. And, but she brought shark teeth.
Yeah, apparently she found some shark teeth at a scene and they want Barry to analyze it.
Yeah, because they think it's a land shark.
I hope it's a street shark.
Hell yeah, it's a street shark.
Street sharks, woohoo!
So, anyways, that happens.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the garage, they track down the football player from the opening. His name is Jefferson Jackson. With a name like that, he had no choice to become a superhero.
Or a president.
Or a president. So, they talk to him. He's like, "My name's Jax."
Yeah.
So immediately, because he's talking about how that night changed everything, and I'm like, yeah, because that's when he got his cybernetic arms and he started fighting people from Outworld.
Yeah, and you had to be saved by Sonya Blade.
Yeah. No, that ain't what really happened. Actually, he developed no powers at all and works on cars.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not saying that that's a bad thing. I mean, it's a skill I don't have.
Yeah, no kidding. Meanwhile...
What you trying to say? So anyways...
Meanwhile, in subplot B, Iris and finally met her junkie mother.
Yes, and immediately is he all like, nope, not interested.
Yep, rejected.
Dull surprise!
Pretty much.
So, moving on.
Yep.
They get Dr. Henry Hewitt.
Guy number 2.
Yep, the other metahuman, supposedly. And with a name like that, he had no choice but to become a villain.
Yeah, the bug eyes didn't help.
So, they're all like, do you want to merge and have all these powers? He's like, fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And Professor Stein's all like, I like this guy. He's into science. And he doesn't listen to rap music.
That's right.
Because that's why he didn't like Jax, because Jax listens to rap music.
So yeah, they put on the fusion suit of chest thingy, and they go to merge them together, and...
The Firestorm Matrix is a whole lot of nope.
Wah, wah. Wonder Twin powers fail. eHarmony has declared you not a match. Bye-bye.
Like everyone else.
Hey, I married you.
So, yeah, anyways, Hewitt's all like, and he storms off all angry.
Yeah. And meanwhile, in subplot, whatever, Wells...
yeah, other Dr. Wells has been sneaking around their lab. Mm-hmm. So that new security that they put in Star Labs is really, really awesome. It didn't catch Jay Bush, and it didn't catch, Dr. Wells.
Speaking of, there was no Silver Age Flash isn't in this one.
Yeah, he had no part in this.
He's too busy perfecting the beans, I guess.
Apparently. But anyways, later in the episode, we also see Dr. Wells, and he's sneaking around Mercury Labs this time.
But that place actually does have security, and
yeah.
the alarms go off.
His super ability in this show is to sneak around laboratories.
Yeah, and apparently his rogue powers are not very good.
I mean, it's better than the ability to sneak around lavatories.
Yeah, he's stealing all the urinal cakes.
So anyways, he steals something from Mercury Labs, and of course the lady who runs the place is there, and because she never leaves.
Yeah, pretty much. She lives there.
She just is always there. And so she calls in Detective Joe and Detective Spivet.
Yep, Harry Spigot.
So she calls them in and she's all like, "It was Dr. Harrison Wells. I seen him. I've known him for years. It was definitely him."
All right, but we gotta, and Spigot's like, "We gotta tell Barry," and Joe's like, "No, we gotta keep this a big secret."
Because secrets are good for the plot.
And which Harry
Nothing bad ever comes out of secrets.
Yeah, and Harry Spigot's like, I'm not good at lying.
Or acting, apparently.
Yeah, this woman's flakier than a croissant.
So, anyways, back with the whole stupid Iris's long-lost mother subplot.
Yep.
So she continues to stink up the plot with the big bombshell that she has Ewan McGregor's syndrome or something like that.
Yep, she's Scottish and wants to become a Jedi.
Yeah, and she's all like, it's very common amongst ex-addicts and druggies and all that stuff. And I was thinking, I'm like, McGregor's disease, where have I heard that before? It is the disease that
Nora Freeze has.
Nora Freeze was dying of.
Nora?
Also, I think Alfred was dying of it in the Batman and Robin movie.
Yeah, so that means that
Nora Freeze and Alfred were drug addicts.
Yes! Yes, they were. Apparently, they couldn't hide the Percocet. Holy hell.
No wonder Mr. Freeze was so pissed off all the time whenever anyone mentioned his wife.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, anyways, they talk to Jax. They get him to come in. And they're all like, "We want you to merge with this old guy." And he's like, "What? You want me to do what? No way. I'm out of here. This is freaky shit."
No, I don't want to be a superhero.
Yeah, I don't want to be a superhero. And Professor Snow cannot wrap her, or Dr. Snow cannot wrap her head around this. She's like, "He doesn't want to be a superhero? Who says that?"
You'd be surprised.
So
meanwhile, in the whole...
Yeah, in the whole Street Sharks thing,
yeah.
Turns out Barry has analyzed the shark tooth. It is indeed human DNA.
And Spivet is still meta annoying.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
And then Joe's all like, "Hey, Barry, I see you're eyeing my partner. What's up with that?"
Yeah, and they talk about, and Barry talks about how she's funny and she has great chemistry and they get along so well. And I'm
like, "What show are you watching?"
Yeah, you have like zero chemistry. You are just flat cola at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Spivet is just, there's no chemistry there. There's none at all. There's hardly acting with her.
Meanwhile, in plot piano, Hewitt's at his day job. He works at Elysium Labs, and his boss comes in. "I need that. I need it today." And he's like, "You'll get it tomorrow." "I'll need it today. You need it tomorrow."
It just raises too many questions, Nigma.
And Hewitt gets mad and suddenly flames shoot out of his head, just like he's anger from inside out. Says the word "what" and pow.
Lewis Black did it so much better.
Lewis Black does everything better.
So the whole, we finally find out what's the big bad in this episode, and it's Dr. Hewitt. He's gotten a small bit of the Firestorm Matrix apparently somehow when they tried to touch, and the honesty was too much, and he becomes unstable, and he could explode in a nuclear explosion any day now.
Otherwise known as Heroes Season 1.
Yes, they stole the plot from Heroes Season 1, which Heroes Season 1 did it way better, and it was the only season of Heroes that was worth a damn.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, yeah. Anyways, they go back to talk to Jax, and Dr. Snow is all like, "We need a hero. We're holding out for a hero till the end of the episode. He's got to be angry, and he's got to be dismissive, and he's got to listen to rap music."
Till the end of the fight, I guess.
So, yeah, as usual, Jax has an amazing character arc. Because he's just like, nope, don't want to be a hero. Fuck you. I'm angry and dismissive.
Yeah. So, then, while this is going on, Hewitt comes into his auto parts shop, and he's all like, ah, angry flames, bah! And chucks a fire beam at Jackson and knocks him down, and Jackson comes back with an amazing superpower.
Yeah, he has the ability to throw car parts at people.
That's right. One drum break to the head, and Hewitt was out like a light.
Which, might I add, Hewitt is a pretty weak-ass villain. If one of his little flame bolts is the equivalent of pushing someone over, might I add.
Yeah.
So anyways.
So anyway, Jax changes his mind. Oh, I want to be a hero now.
I want to be the hero Central City deserves.
Yeah, so they take him back to the lab. They do the fusion dance with Wells. Jax is now Firestorm.
And Dr. Hewitt is now the voice... Or not Dr. Hewitt. Dr. Stein is now the voice of God, apparently.
Yep. And speaking of Hewitt, he goes to the very football field where Jackson was a former player, because he has to charge all of his little fire beams.
Out of every place he could have picked, he picked the new Firestorm's former football field.
Yeah, no kidding.
Plot convenience.
Well, yeah. So the Flash and new Firestorm show up to defeat this guy, and
Jax gets knocked on his ass again.
He gets knocked on his ass, and
Barry's all like, "Are you okay?" He's all like, "Oh, it's okay. I'm a quarterback. I'm used to taking a hit."
That's right. Apparently, Jax is Jay Cutler.
Yeah, my first thought is, wow, the Falcons really had shitty defense because their quarterback got sacked a lot, apparently.
Yeah, they're the Detroit Lions. So anyway, fight happens. They have to make this Hewitt guy angry so that he burns out too quick. And
the short of it is they fight, they bite, they fight, they fight, they fight.
Pretty much.
And they take out the bad guy.
The Firestorm and Flash. Oh.
It was a very unclimactic ending.
Yeah, pretty much.
Meanwhile, on Days of Our Lives, Iris confronts her dying mother and reveals, dun dun dun, she has a brother.
And rejects Francine again.
Yeah, this whole subplot should just be called, you know, fuck you, Francine. Nobody likes you.
Yeah, pretty much. So
who cares if you're dying? I hope you die sooner.
So they go to this, fight. So after this, they all go to their little cabin place. Snow gives Jax a compass so he can find the Triforce in the dungeon, apparently.
Yeah, and they're all talking about how they defeated Dr. Hewitt, and they're like, haha, we'll lock him up in our basement against his will and with no trial.
We're the good guys.
We're the good guys.
Yes, we are. So they do a cute little montage thing, and Flash is staring at Harry Spigot through some window.
Because apparently she's got chemistry.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, Shark Guy shows up!
Street Sharks!
Yes! Shark Guy grabs Flash by the throat.
The most amazing part of the episode, all of a sudden there's a 12-foot shark monster.
Yeah, CGI shark.
and yeah, Spivot's reaction to this is the best I've ever seen. She walks out and she's like, oh my god, it's real!
And she follows that up with, put your hands, or fins in the air!
And then we had to pause it because we were dying of laughter.
Yes, we were.
So, yeah, there's a 12-foot shark monster, and she's pointing her 9mm pistol at him. And even the shark guy's all like, really? And he starts stomping towards her, and she's does her usual thing whenever there's a metahuman, tries to shoot it with a pistol.
It does not work. The shark goes toward her, and all of a sudden he gets zapped with this blue cold frost ray thingy, and it's by this guy in a hood, and the Flash is just like, hey, wait a minute. And he goes around, and he goes to the hood, talks to the guy, who are you? Hood's off.
Dr. Wells!
Yes.
Here to save the day with his big fucking science gun.
Big fucking science gun, and that's how the episode ends.
And that was it. Hopefully, next episode we get a Street Sharks.
I am so hoping for Street Sharks.
It'll be awesome. Until then, stay awesome.
Take care, everyone.